Alright, what's up guys? It's been a long time since I've been on Fantasy Star Online 2, as well as been updating anything in regards to like YouTube and whatnot. If you're on my IG, you probably had a little taste of all the new things I've been up to. But, yep, we're here years later on Fantasy Star Online 2. Nothing's really changed as far as me playing the game, except for the frequency times. When I first came to Shanghai, China, as you may know, I was playing this game originally in Korea, where the game was operable. And then when I moved to China, I had to switch the whole thing up. I started playing more on the PC, though I have been recording some stuff. I'll probably like backlog, which maybe I might not, due to like the fact that, I mean, nobody wants to see old stuff. But anyways, I do and would like to upload things with the news that Fantasy Star was announced in for the English audiences on the Xbox and Xbox PC. And hopefully this game will get a translated version, so I guess, like, I mean, I could play the game in English. But how have I been doing in this game since? Well, my main class that I've used when I first started, if you go here to the class counter, you can talk to this guy named Bia or something like that, and Bia, it's a guy's name, Bia. And you can check out this first menu here, and it looks like I have hit the max level for both my hero and my hunter class, which is like the hero class, since it's been out. It's a special class that puts hunters. It puts hunters. Let me go back and check one more time. It puts hunters, machine gunners, which is known as the gunner, and the, I want to say, it's hard to remember. It's not the it is the force, but it's the forest Talus type. So it puts the Talus type of the force class together with the sword type hunter and the machine gun gunner. Basically, it puts these three classes together, as everybody can use the gun slash, which has now become a little bit more powerful with the new updates and whatnot. The gun slash was not a favorable weapon for me, to be honest, but the sword has always been. And with the hunter class using it primarily, and the hero class using it as a main power weapon or tank weapon, what have you, I've been using those classes and hitting max on those, and it looks like I'm about to hit the Phantom, which is like a range class, but it is a sort of a CQC type range class. So its main weapons are the assault rifle, the rod, and the katana. And this is actually kind of ironic, but the katana class, the braver class, which is right here, it's my class 75. I hit the max on there long ago. Like any class where I have 75 is where I've reached the max at in an arcade time, before 80, 85, and 90 took over, respectively, each as the cap levels for every major update or episode update, as you can say. I've reached 90 in those areas, but I'm about to reach 90 in a Phantom class, and I'm only a few levels away. I mean, I think I'm about 4 million, as it says in the above the golden bar. It says Tsugi no level made. Basically, next level is 4 million and whatnot. And this is the answer to my question: how have I been managing playing this game in Japanese for so long? Well, I feel like first off, I have what you would call a basic conversational Japanese level, which means like I can carry on a basic conversation, of course, as it should be implied, with Japanese people, and sometimes deeper conversations where there are no like high scientific or mathematical terms being used, or you can say like medical terms and all that stuff, legal terms. Like I can't go that far completely, but I could talk like basically like basic hi, how are you? And if you know characters like you can, you know, I have a lot of like practice with katakana. It's like the first form of Japanese I saw, but it wasn't the first one I mastered or learned. I mastered hiragana in like 2 hours. Katakana I mastered in a shorter amount of time, only because I've seen it before. But it was like I was technically learning 2 sets of characters at once, and I didn't start there until like I have already mastered. So I had all these basically mastered in a single day, and also along with that, some characters in Chinese, which the Japanese uses called kanji. So signing up for the Sega ID account was a breeze. Like I've done it before back in the very first Phantasy Star when you needed a hunter's license to play the second version of the game. The first version was like you can just pop it in and go, which was like super awesome. You didn't need like a hunter's license or anything like that. And then the hunter's license presented a challenge because you needed a credit card, which I'm sorry, Granny, it was a recurring account. And I guess like she was fine with it because she saw the hunter's license. I told her before, and I had a friend that did it for me. Friend's mom, sorry, Miss Kelly. She did it one time. They kind of were reluctant to do it, but then I had my granny take over. My grandmother Emma, beautiful lady, wonderful, miss her a lot, and she was the one who got me the hunter's license. And it was like back before credit cards were regional, before they were more universal. Banks were more universal, and credit card numbers, they weren't that highly used at the time, but now it's like everybody has a credit card, right? So I used that, got the hunter's license, and managed to get my way through the majority of the page based on the Japanese I already knew, and like translating it slowly through the book. I mean, back then it was terrible because you don't really have like a lot of translation services. So I was here learning Japanese terms like as I'm playing this game, and I imported the version 2 version of the game. I had it pre-ordered and it was sent to me like maybe 2 days. I received it 2 days after the game came out in Japan. So I was already on version 2, technically like months in before, maybe almost a year before most players were playing. And then also need to apologize if there's some kind of weird thing going on with the video, because I was just porting 30 gigabytes of videos from my PC to my hard drive, which is what I'm looking at. So that was pretty much the thing. Like I've been on Phantasy Star for quite a long time, and I gotta say it is a beautiful game. I played all the versions of Phantasy Star, including Zero on the Nintendo DS, and I have to say I wish that game was a bit more open, and you know, the chat and things like that, or at least I wish that the things that we have now were out as far as Discord and chat and things. But yeah, Phantasy Star Zero is a great game for what it was. I really do wish that Phantasy Star 2 would take it to the next level from where it is right now. And if you've probably played this game, if you're watching, or you probably haven't and you're interested in this game. But here are the classes. I'm just going to break it down one more time. Hunter class is 90. My fighter class is 80. Ranger class 75. Gunner class 46. Force class is 75. Tector is 50. Braver class is 75. Bouncer class 85. My lowest class, Summoner class, I barely play it, but I'm sure I can get it like up to 70 in like less than a day. Summoner class, Hero class is 90, and my Phantom class is 88. And it took me about a day, by the way, to get my level like up 60 to 70 levels in a single day. So I was like pumping out, and I wish that like I had recorded a video of this because my cousin and I play this game. I say my cousin because he's like my closest friend of all. He plays this game with me. He's sleeping right now. It's 3:11 as I record this. 3:11 p.m. Shanghai time. Over there, it's probably like 2 a.m. in the morning. So I want to get something where like maybe we can get on and we can talk a bit and joke around. So you'll probably get to zero in our conversations and whatnot. But this is like, yeah, this is my favorite game, and I currently have this on premium right now, which is like a paid service, 30-day service where you can like get double of everything, double fun points, double star gems, double I said that already, double the Meseta based on what awards you're getting, double bonuses, daily login bonuses. You get like double the slots for a for the client quest. The client quest, basically, I will look here. This is a client quest. It's under the 5th tab, 2nd line. You can like do extra quests too, and I haven't really signed up for a majority of them, which I was so used to doing 20 because I was previously on premium for the whole month. I wasn't doing anything. Then I got off for like 2 weeks, and now I'm back on premium. You can increase how many like missions that you have, and it gives you extra Meseta, as you can see here. The Meseta, which is the M next to the number, Meseta is about 1270 per every monster that you beat. Here there's 99 of these, and then I hate those quests. Actually, I don't really want to do that quest. And if you press the tab buttons or the R1 buttons, for example, you can like see which stages do that specific client quest, that client order. I don't know why I went right through them like they were nothing, but let's see, that's a Hans order. This is team order. But a team order, for example, this one gives you 300 team points, which you can buy things in the shop, team shop, or you can help build your team things. I think right now I currently have 3,820 team points or something. I'm not sure. I actually can't read Japanese so well, but this is mostly the Chinese thing. That's why I need to study more Chinese and kanji. Let's see. And by the way, my reading is probably a little bit better than my speaking or whatever, but sometimes the speaking does take over because I have more of a natural talent for speaking. But I have to say it's more because of that rush that you get from having to speak or do so. But yeah, this one is on all lands. I'm supposed to play super areas and kill level 60 Predicata. So it's like a monster or something, I guess. Predicata. Predicata. I wonder which monster it is. I really wonder which monster it is. But it's on all stages, so whatever stage it is, if I can kill 99 of them, that would be great because it's going to increase or stock up how many Mesetas you get and how much Meseta you get and how much EXP you get, which is important here because EXP is higher for these orders. For this one it's money, but for this one it seems to be normal ones are always going to be EXP based. They're much higher. This one is EXP based. As you can see, this is an old client order, which, you know, these small enemies give you nothing anymore. And in the old updates, I gotta say the down dates, the Meseta count was much higher, but now they're much lower to compensate for the ARX missions, which is right here. It is the top part of the menu for the 5th tab. If you click here, they tell you have 3 main orders. This one is that you got to do the challenge missions, and you gotta start the beginner mode. And when you finish the challenge mission, supposedly they'll give you, no, not even supposedly, they will give you 100,000 EXP. And for this one, this is the hardest one because I don't even know how to make a party maker. It's just go to quest, make a party maker, drop a party maker in the game where you would normally fight a boss or do a multi-team game where you will meet a bunch of people or emergency quests, and you can get a new player on your team right then and there. Then you have this one. This one is like you gotta beat the story quest for episode 1 by going to the quest counter and completing every single scenario. And once you finish the main scenarios, it's not every single one, but the main scenarios, and you can only do this for like one account, by the way, and this one as well, the challenge thing, you will get this kind of completion and whatnot. I don't know how these work on other accounts. I still need to make a new character. I will make some based on characters that that are on my book and whatnot. But here are some that I completed. I just completed the free field, and I finished drinking. You go to the medical counter, you drink something for the stage, get power up. Based on the power up, you get a boost. I can talk about that later when I go into a field. Then you have the boost item, which is like boost EXP. So this is what helps you gain experience faster or find rares at a higher rate percentage. And then there's the daily order that you need to complete, and the Tokyo bonus key for completing all 4 of these. You get the Tokyo silver bonus key, which is good for gaining about at least or at most 1.5 million EXP per round, and it's a solo round. So in here, I need to go to the 10th stage, which is, I'll show you first. Let me get these. So these are the daily orders, by the way. I can't read to you in Japanese what this stage says, but I can show you where it is. I might just clear this one instead. So it's not on a. Oh yeah, it is. It's perfect. It's on a what is pronounced a osusume questo. It's like gift quest. So you finish this quest, and you will get a prize, and you need to finish it on very hard or super. I'm going to finish it on very hard or super hard, sorry, because I want more stuff. I will get this one. This is a team quest counter client order. It gives you 350 team points, which is really nothing because I don't have many people on my team and no one's really playing. Join my team if you want. And if you want to, if you're looking for a person who's playing all the time, but you're not on a team, you can join my team. I will be playing this game here because I have premium now every other day or so, but I will be playing for hours at a time. This is Franca. I really freaking hate Franca, but I might. The reason why I hate Franca's quest is because they just throw a lot of items everywhere, and it's not really that much EXP. But I'm looking at some that are like 15,000. So this one would be like a monster I can kill. This is a Varda Soma. Which I will sign up for just in case I find him out in the field. This monster I gotta kill anyway, so I'm gonna sign up for that. But a Varda Soma enemy is like I wouldn't say he's a main enemy. Could be. I gotta go back and check. But you gotta make sure that Varda Soma is one of the main enemies in the quest. In the other version of the desert stage, it's not Varda Soma, it's like Big Varda. And Varda Soma is like the flying version. I still gotta beat these guys, so I'm probably going to sign up for these just because. If not, I'm going to just throw their stuff in a thingy-majigger, which is the storage bin. And Franca can actually detect how much items you have from your storage as well, which is cool. That's a cool thing about the update, because before you had to put items into your inventory. Now it's smart. It's getting smarter. The game is, at least. I got a bunch of enemies. I got to kill 60 enemies over level 31, which if I have to do that, I'm going to sign up for all the non-boss characters. I got to finish this stage with an S rank, So I'm going to sign up for this. This is big EXP, 25,000, 30,000 for Hans. For Crescilda, 50,000 right here. Just right here. Wow. We got to clear 3 different areas though. I don't think I'm going to do all that, but I'm going to do this one. Okay, sign up for darker quests, and that's about 9. So I have 21. When I started, actually, okay, so I might just start. I might just do Franca's stuff. Okay, Franca. Who knows? Maybe I might grab a bunch of things, and just to throw in a little kick of percentage up stuff. That was me accidentally hitting my controller. I'm going to use a rare drop up 250%. This will probably kick up the items that pop up. And then I'm going to use premium 20,000 Meseta. This is a premium 2 drink, which gives you the big upgrades for 1 stage only. It's 1 stage only. And I don't want to be alone because there's 7 people in here, but I do want to take my cousin's character, his girlfriend's character, and my old friend from long ago, Shizu, who is probably on another ship playing this game if he or she or whatever it is had quit playing all of a sudden. All I know, Shizu doesn't get on anymore. Shizu's a legend in Phantasy Star in the old days. And when we started on the beta. We went crazy for the beta. We got on like immediately. Some friends of mine, but hopefully when this game comes out in English, they'll play it because most of their concerns were hard drives, space concerns, grabbing items on the floor immediately. So that way, when you complete the client order, they stop appearing, just like that. The only time they keep appearing is if you have to stock up on items, which I'm probably going to need to, give me a moment, turn down the volume of my computer so that way you can probably hear me and not an echo, right? Let's see. You'll probably hear a little bit of echo occasionally, which is good. I'm coming out in the corner. Usually the easiest way to get an S rank on a stage where you don't need to worry about time is to kill everything in sight. Just press a bunch of like buttons and stuff, which is sad but true. But you want to cover the whole stage. And this right here is the fishing feature that you've all probably seen. It's just got a rare little desert monster from the water, from the desert water. But here's a funny thing. You'll notice that like if you press B at the right time, that's when the red circle shines around your character. You will likely pick up a rare item. Ooh, a lily foot guy. But what I found out was you can just keep pressing the B button and the same thing's going to happen. You're going to get the same luck. You just won't see what you got unless you can read it. I got a Soxel. Soccer monster thing. Got the same thing. See, I'm holding it down. I'm getting the same thing. And I think if you get like 3 in a row your first time, it's a rare version of that, you can let me go back. Yeah, you can get like some kind of achievement or something. Now it's asking for my star gems. I don't want to give star gems right now. And here you can do the pickaxe. While you're in the fever mode, your EXP goes up. You just keep hitting this bar, and if you have like more drinks, you can keep like digging and fishing and digging and fishing, picking out all the good stuff, getting rods, getting better rods, and using them out in the field. I usually put mine back in the bank. I really don't do like special digging. And when I found out about special rods, they don't really dig out anything special. Like, every time. Like, I used 5 special rods in a row. I didn't get anything. And it's basically like the big axe and the good axe. Like the great axe, kind of. You don't really get anything. Like, I don't get any super rares, you know. But some of these rocks you can take to Franca's Kitchen, Franca's Cafe, and you can talk to the guy who does the voice of Frieza. That's right, he does the voice of freaking Frieza in Japanese. And I kind of figured that though before I found out. Like, I was like listening to him, I'm like, man, he sounds like Frieza from old days of Dragon Ball. And then come to find out, it's actually him. Everybody knows him too. Like, I think people just go in there just to visit him. But it's not a real person, it's an NPC. But still, it's gold. It's wonderful. I love it. And I'm guessing the English version is going to have like English voice cuts, which will be good for the Western audience. I mean, they need like good voice actors. I mean, I would love to do a voice acting thing. I'm not really that good with voices, but some people say I can do a good Mickey Mouse, but not really. Like, my throat hurts right now. I mean, I don't think I can. Like, I'm supposed to be drinking more water to fix my, like, me being outside in this pollution type situation, which is not why I'm not. It's not why I'm playing this game. Every day's a weekend in Shanghai, by the way. So I could be outside right now. I'm probably just gonna go to the gym because I need to stop playing outside. Like, I've been playing outside for a long time and playing this game for so long every day, and I feel like I'm losing sight of the real mission, which is getting work done and you know, getting Iscariot out there. By the way, if you don't know, Iscariot.com/buy is my favorite thing to do whenever I'm out there on the field with lots of people in the field, because at least one other person besides me saw that on this field if they are out on this field. And how do you know they're on the field? You press the map button, sorry. Press the map button and you might see a little gray dot either on this field or the next field, but they're all in the multi-party room. So yeah, getting into these Franco orders, it looks like this is good for collecting EXP. But sometimes you can have an abundance of like items. It used to take up space, but now they have this new update as well. I mean, not a new update, but one of their updates from like last year was that they increased the size of the material storage, which basically, material storage is not all of your items, but it's like these items right here that I'm showing you, going up and down the list. These are all of your like material items. Basically, they're stock items that you give away to NPC characters or to like front desks and stuff, not counting your Tokyo keys and or your bonus keys, I should say more. There's like different versions of the bonus key. The Phantom class is overpowered. Many years ago, when I was playing as a hunter, you needed to have like a lot of knowledge on how to upgrade your class skills, and you needed a lot of knowledge on like what skills you need exactly to have a powerful hunter or whatever. Because I was mostly playing with a hunter. It feels like I've eaten a bunch. I ate like hours ago. You need a lot of class skill knowledge, and a lot of people I feel like didn't have that without the tutorials helping them out. And then I was one of those people who didn't care about the tutorials. I just want to play the game with people around me And you know, the reason why I wanted to play with people was because by myself I couldn't do much damage. I mean, I could do a lot of damage, but I couldn't do the damage that other people were doing with their hunters. And I was just like, man, these people are really getting stuff done. Like, they're really into this game, and I'm just like, I'm into this game too, but I just want to kill everything. And then after that, they made it a little easier for us to I don't know why I'm running here. It looks like on the map you can just like walk out. You technically use this map to navigate your character without looking down. But yeah, like I was finding myself like in this predicament where, you know, I can't do any damage. I'm just like, how do I do damage without having to worry about my skill class? I mean, all the skills look kind of important. You know, I was giving myself more HP, but got dizzy. I was giving myself more HP, but at the cost of my attack power. So I had to make another mag, or I had to buy another mag, because, you know, you can only buy mags with real money, technically. You can't trade mags, and you can't find them. You have to buy them. You actually need like $3 to $5 to buy a mag. Look at this hunter. Look how clean he is. Oh wow! Only got hit one time. That would have definitely killed me back in the day. No rares, nothing. Usually you need rares when you're with like a bunch of people, because that sends your percentage levels up. Your find levels are much higher. But yeah, I was like needing I was needing help with that high damage thing, and then it came out with the craft weapons thing, where you can take your weapons and you can basically forge them into stronger weapons by taking old weapons, creating these discs where you submit them into your craft machine in your room, and then and everybody got a room, which was cool. Everybody now had a room, like a little small personal room where they can put like 1 or 2 pieces of furniture. And since I knew that my furniture stock was taking up a lot of space at the time, because storage was a big problem back then, we had to pay for extra storage. And then they changed it to where we have 5 extra storage compartments that we can buy. You gotta rent it though. I mean, you have to rent storage. And you can buy storage space for permanent space also with real money, which I don't have a problem with. If you're playing this game for free, you can technically do every single thing I'm doing right now without any money. And that's what I was doing for a long time, up until I got that job. Then I started buying Arcs Cash, because I didn't have Arcs Cash until, like, I had it once. I bought $5 of Arcs Cash. That's why I got the extra mag. And that was after like almost a year of playing the game, because this game came out in 2002, and I moved to Korea in 2013. I bought $5 worth of Arcs Cash just to see how it works. If it was possible, it worked. It did work. I bought it using, how did I buy it? It's weird. I bought it using credit card. Yes, I used my standard credit card at the time when there were no boundaries. There's like boundaries now. You can't just buy, you couldn't just, I don't know now, but at the time when I was in the States, you couldn't use the credit card to buy Arcs Cash while you're in America, because the banks use kind of like a firewall. They block you from using the Visa check cards international or whatever, what have you, debit cards or whatnot. They use a whole PV blast on a freaking animal that was about to die. And on a little robot loop. I forgot what they're called. Here they're called, you killed it too fast for me to tell you. Forgot what they're called. I just go in and kill them. After all these years, I just go in and kill them. I know like the Gall Whip and stuff though, because those stages were out like when the game first came out, and you just get used to like going to say 1 or 2 stages every day, and you know what a Catadron is, you know what a Gall Whip is. Gall Whip is actually the emergency trial monster. PSE Burst was awesome back in the day, by the way. Now you don't really need a PSE Burst, but if you want to level up fast, the PSE Burst was the way to go. You just like kill everything. There's like a mob of monsters coming out. Like, just think about it. Like, I'm hoping that when the new American update comes out, Western update, sorry, I'm calling it American. I'm American. When a English version comes out, I hope that they create like a kind of like that magic, recreate that magic that they had long ago, where one mob of monsters come out during a PSE burst. Like, there's a mob over here somewhere. I didn't even notice. Nobody told me. Kill everything. There's 5 people here. I'm killing monsters. There's still some items to pick up. These little yellow things on the ground are like red meat. Like back in the day, they used to come in the green boxes, the common item boxes, and now they're coming with their own little thing, I guess. And now red meat is not really required to hunt a single type of monster for red meat. Now they just fall out of robots too. I'm like, wow, what monster is carrying red meat? I don't understand. Maybe they need to change that to like some gears or something, Metal Gears or Metal Gear. Let's take a look at my client quest completion so far. Now, just on that quest alone, I completed so many quests. I completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 13 client quests. Client orders, sorry. Wow. It's probably the most I've done in a while. And I still have to complete like one for 99. It's like, I'm just gonna throw this one away, because I mean, it makes no sense to have that here. Where was it again? It was on all stages, right? Yeah. Yeah, so let me get back on topic here. When the client orders, when the, I was talking about my weaknesses, right? My weak hunter. And it only got stronger with the craft machine being in the room. I was way off topic, wasn't I? And when you craft a weapon, it makes it much stronger. Like, you can get your weapons from like, it might cap. Most weapons didn't go over 1,000 back in the day. Now they're like, you know, 1,200, whatever. I mean, I feel like Sega kind of limits their weapons to, you know, do like 1,000, and then the character gets stronger. So let the character and the mag and the armor and everything else kind of, you know, increase the rest of your AP, your attack power, and AP, your attack power, right? And this is why I was earlier. Go to the purple. I was never there. Now here's the exit. So I have enough time to actually exit the stage. I know where the exit is now. And they don't tell you where the exit is. And I don't want to get off topic too much. So we'll talk about those exits another day. Or you can just infer what the exits are and how crazy the exits are. Because the maps change all the time. But yeah. Crafted weapons were the way to go. And now it's not even about that anymore, because they started balancing characters. I guess they started making stronger enemies, becoming a little bit more realistic with their character's attack power. And then one day you get online and you find out the hunter can do at least 1,000 damage with just his fist, as long as he's maxed out or at a good level with the skill, of course, the appropriate skills to max his attack power out, right? So, and there's no such thing as having a maximum attack power, really. I mean, just maxing it out as much as you can some characters, you know, they can do more of whatever they're supposed to do. So forces can do like, that was my thing. I never had a strong force either. The forces I just felt that they were just way too weak. Only good at, like, for me at least, because some people are great at skill leveling, and they can make their forces like stronger than hunters, right? I mean, the ranger was more of an assistant in the force, and I'm talking about the three basic ones, the three basic classes that you got when we first started. Everybody first started. You only get 3 classes, which is ranger, force, and hunter. Ranger is more of a support class for attacking, and force is more of a support class for you know, doing extra damage and you know, keeping characters alive. Keeping enemies dead and characters on your team alive, basically. I can never get any of my characters to do much damage without being a ranger and without using weak bullet, and that was the weakest point for me until craft weapons came out, which helped me get my damage levels up when I was using hunter. But by that time, we already had new classes, so I was using the bouncer. I would max out my hunter, you know, as fast as possible, but then I would move on to other classes just so that I can know what they're like, because I wasn't really using other classes unless I was happy about my hunter being fully leveled. We have an emergency trial here with the knight gear. Let me get up here so he can hit me less. He's trying to jump up here. I like that. Oh, look at that. Smart. It's like the AI would do anything to get an equal hand in this fight. But my level's too high for this. There's some people who could have killed him in like 3 seconds, I guess. But me, I'm just glad that I can do this much damage real quick by myself. Like, technically, I don't need these NPCs here, but I have them here just for that little bit of extra damage. That's right. We're making gaming great again. MGGA, baby. Oh God! And we are at the boss now. So I'm going to do like, sometimes I don't know what to do. I just feel like we're at the wrong boss. This is not Vardasoma. This is like the Lancer. Forget his name, but he's a powered up version of him and a very angry version. He's Nova Ringada. Yeah, Nova Ringada. That attack can kill you. Okay, watch out for that attack if you're new with this game. And if you disable these things here, you can get him to submit, just like that. So I'm going to use my Phantom Time. That doesn't kill him, so I'm going to use my PB Blast. Looks like my friends are not killing him, and they are very weak. So I'm just going to use this ultimate attack and overkill him just for now. Oh, he didn't get overkill. I'm going to use my fist attack and beat him into the corner. Heal all my team, run really quickly, and then right when you can see me again, use my wall, my dark wall, which is supposed to like attract enemies, but I don't ever see any enemies getting attracted. Most of them are dead by the time I get there. So yeah, there's nothing here. But I can't use that one. I will pick up. I can't pick up anything. Okay. I'm scared to like deposit any weapons and stuff because I did pick up like superstar item earlier. Call it superstar item. And if you move to the next zone, you lose your dark blast. Just letting you know. which is like a new thing to the game. Not new, but it's like more recent than having the original 3 classes, Hunter, Ranger, and whatnot. So here's the gift you get. You open the box and you get some piece of crap that you probably won't need that much. I won't need that much. You get a King's Crest. A King's Crest. That's all you get. That's it. But anyways, I guess they're good for making weapons with Zeeg, but I don't really do that. I don't care about that. Unless, like, I have what I need to get it. So, what did I complete? I completed a daily order, which I know that I finished. Like, multiple ones at once. And now I need to go submit the daily orders. I should have a bunch submitted, or at least completed, of client orders. Not daily orders. There's 3 daily orders plus a few more, right? Wow, look at that. So here I'm going to get 118,800 Meseta, which is good for my requirements of achieving an ARC's mission if I have not already completed it by now. But I need about 157,700 Meseta to receive this weekly order. So in addition to the daily ones that I told you earlier, you have a weekly one where here you need to go to the My Room thing, craft your weapon, and when you craft a weapon, or at least you're supposed to transform a weapon, you will get 600,000 Meseta. Wow, just for doing one thing. And it has to be like an 1111 disc or so. Like you gotta transform a disc. This one you need to transform a disc item or tech item into a new thing. Then you have the Tokyo Key, which after 5 more weeklies, which is basically 5 more dailies, I have to complete this one, and then finish one advanced quest right here. This one is get the money from the client quests, client orders. You get 200,000 Meseta, because now they made it harder, right? When you finish that, you get 1,000,000. So not only do you keep the Meseta from the quest, the little bit of Meseta that you get will help you get 1,000,000. Back in the day, nowadays can't believe I'm saying that, but if you complete a time order or a time attack order from Clotho, you're supposed to receive like 100,000 per game. So that's how people did it. They would play 100, like they would grind out their money from a time attack client order rush run. They go on a money rush run, and then they will collect all their money and deposit it in. Then they make another character, do the same thing, take all the money, deposit it in into the Meseta bank, and you can supposedly transfer the money through trading and whatnot. That's how you get your money. So I'm not sure if the Meseta is shared between characters either, but that's something you can try out real easy if you have 2 characters. You can make up to 2 or 3 characters, I think, for free. And they can all be on different... No, you can make 1 or 3 characters for free, I believe. 1 on every ship. So even if you play 1 character on ship 2, which I'm on, or you go to another ship, you can play using that character. So I'm going to submit my orders and show you how this is done. So not only did I complete a super hard order, but I completed a daily order to get that last daily, if I probably already done it. I don't think I have, because I just came home and got 5 new orders. And notice I didn't even accept the ARCS missions yet, but the ARCS mission prizes, you come here, okay, to that same tab, and then you'll see all the daily orders to complete. Super hard area complete, daily order complete, 1 daily order, 1 drink drunken complete, drunken, and 1 boost or food eaten complete. All 4 complete. Get the key. You get all the EXP that comes with it. So you get 80,000 plus 80,000 plus 40, and 160,000 altogether. And here I've completed the 1,000,000 Meseta challenge, plus I get 200 or almost 250,000 of EXP. So take a look at my EXP right now in the top corner. right under the status bar where it says Phantom level 88. I have 3 million left. If I accept the ARX missions now, item pack is full. So I need to drop off my items. So too. The first bar I go to, you can unlock or you can tech a weapon. You can untech a weapon. Sorry, you can tech an untech weapon, which is called special weapon now. You can untech a weapon. Sorry, you can tech an untech weapon. It's an untech weapon. It's like long ago in the old PSO, right? For 3,900 or somewhere around that. It's a high level weapon. But if you do this one, you get the standard upgrade. If you pay a little bit more money under the second one, use the higher level version, you can still do it with all other items. You can boost the amount of your stats for each stat, or maybe even gain a stat, or extra percentages and whatnot. Go to almost 200,000. Give it the desired elemental. So I'm going to go to ice, for example, and give it the desired plus upgrade. So it may give me a lucky rise using this weapon as a fist weapon, so I might go for extra Meseta or EXP. Well, I'll be using a fighter character, so I'm going to go for boost because I haven't used fighter. This is a fighter weapon. I haven't used a fighter in a long time. I'm going to upgrade it, and I have pretty much a collection file weapon. But the beauty of it is it's at level 35 grind, which is awesome. Tsueida, I don't know how to say it in Japanese. Maybe Saita, something. And like I said, and let me end at the whole thing about these weapons. So now that they got the grind cap up to 35, you can also make your weapons not just stronger up to 35. You don't need to take NT weapons, and you don't need to craft them anymore. But now the characters each have like a more realistic balancing attack power balance or force type balance, where you don't need to use all these extra things. You can still make your character much more stronger and powerful, but the weapons don't really quite matter as much unless they're at 35 for one, and they are super rare weapons because the skills levels, there's a skill in your skill tree that allows you to maximize your damage based on if that weapon is a rare weapon, and depends also how high your level is and your mag level is. So like all of your stats will boost the higher you go, and you don't have to really worry too much about HP. But that's the one thing that you can get now. You can focus more on your HP and PP levels, because the lower they are, the easier it is for you to die. As you can see, my levels are quite low for Phantom because I'm more focused on power, and since people often play the game in multi-teams, I'm going to stay alive a little bit longer anyways, especially with a ranged character who can still do CQC. And now I'm going to accept, now finally being here at the end of the video, I can accept my rewards. And keep forgetting I need to lock my weapon up. So lock my weapon, that's awesome. Send a lot of this stuff to the storage, especially this material stuff. Actually, I can't do that yet because I'm not sure if it will get detected. And sometimes I'm still not sure. Okay, you see my storage is full to the bone. I'm going to put all these armors away because really they don't have anything for armors. They don't make armor special anymore. You don't even have like a Michelin star armor. I mean, the stuff I'm wearing is awesome, but and take a look at my dress. This is cool. Okay, look at this. nice. Let me put my katana on though. My katana looks better. It's not like the dark weapon that I had before. Gloves look funny. Okay. Alright. So anyways, enough looking at me. I was like, my gloves look funny. I can finally accept these prizes. And now I went from 3 million EXP, more EXP, to 3 million EXP. But all I need to do is just accept these client orders, and I can move it on down. There's 30,000. I'm pretty much down to 2,000, 2 million now in EXP, or I should be. Still at 3 million. My goodness. I still have other people to visit. You have to actually go to these characters too to release your client orders. You can't just cancel your client orders, and I've never had to do that unless the NPC has already disappeared, because there were days where I was late to come back to the game, like maybe hours late. I had to work until like 10 o'clock, for example, and I didn't make it home. Or, you know, when you live in Seoul, you pretty much party after work, and I mean, if you don't party, you're probably eating after work with your buddies and stuff. So I was eating after work. I come home. I had to go shopping for some last minute things, and then I forgot that it was like almost 12 o'clock, and then the client order changed. So I lost pretty much my chances to get like an extra like high level rifle, which I really needed one more to cap my NT weapon, and that didn't work. I couldn't go back to She, or it wasn't She, it was a different character. Oh, Franco, look at this! This is awesome. Now I only have one Franco order left, which is the Varda Soma, which I can probably cancel because I don't think I'm going back to the desert stage. And trust me, I would not like to go to a desert stage because, and I'm at 2 million now. Because it's just my time, you know, it's just time. The desert stage is just far too open. And I'm just pressing this here, you know. And the funny thing is you can accept some orders from her, like the first two, especially the red meat stuff. And if you've collected like so many client order items over the time and you've stocked up, it'll go to your, you can put it in your storage, and it may just detect it, but here, no, it didn't detect it. Yeah, no, it didn't detect. So I'm going to cancel those out. She gets upset when you cancel it, but maybe not right now. I'm kidding. So let me go to the freezer guy. Let me show you where he is. You go to this place called Franca's Cafe, and you're going to see the freezer guy somewhere around here. His name is Yakins or Yarkis. You accept his orders because if you've played this game for a long time and you've played the Rappy Fever stage, see, notice how that little blue light turned into green, the little list icon. You collect those anyways, right? The items that he's looking for. At first they were really hard to find, and now they just fall into your hand. So all you gotta do is every week time yourself every week. I don't have this one. And you can, for one time a week only, I know my cousin told me, you can have him accept your orders and gain 100,000 EXP, or sorry, Meseta per order. That's like 500,000. That's a 500,000 Meseta. So if you're really needing that money to buy items in the shop and whatnot, this is the best bet. There are no EXP items, and it looks like even though most of those quest orders, client orders have already been completed, it looks like you won't be able to get anything else, anything new, unless they update the game and add new fields. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going back to the gate. You guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for listening to my long video. If you did, I hope that it educated you, taught you something new, or entertained you in some way. And if you want me to upload more videos, I don't care about all the bullcrap about subscribing and all that stuff. I mean, I don't want to pander, but if you want to, you can. And if anybody comments at least once or something, or wants to have a conversation, or wants to play the game with me, ship 2, please feel free to do so. I will be building a new character soon and probably walking through with it. So let's do that. Okay, guys. Peace out. And I'm going to press my leave button. Please beam me up out of here, Shawty.